Hello everyone. In this video we will learn how to install Android emulator in the Windows operating system. So there are multiple Android emulators are available like Genymotion is there, Nox Player is there, Memo is there, then LD Player is there, Android Studio is there. So many different Android emulators are available. But today we will install the Memo Android emulator. So let's see how we can install the Android emulator. Open your browser and open this website memoplay.com and click on download. So I already downloaded. So here I have this Android emulator Memo setup. So just right click and run as administrator. Okay, and now you can see it will take a few minutes to get installed in the system. 60% done. So till that I'll show you. I already have one more emulator is a Nox player. So Nox player and Memo is little bit same, like installation is same, and like I already installed it, and I cannot show you again because I have to delete, I have to uninstall this, and I don't want to uninstall because I already, like, I have some data inside this, so I don't want to uninstall. So same as that's why I'm showing you this Memo emulator. So both are similar, like you can use Nox player or Memo emulator, so it's up to you. Like I already show you there are multiple emulators are available. It's up to you which one you want to choose. So after this installation it is taking time. So same as in the Nox player, I'll show you. After the installation we need to do some setups. So here is the setting icon. Just click on the setting and one second. So here is the setting, and you have to, first of all we have to check the root. Okay, so go to general, and here you can see root. Just click on this root and save the setting, means your device will be rooted. So it's very easy to root your Android emulator. So for the physical device you have to install some tools. It takes a lot of time to root the physical device, but the Android emulator, there is a one option. Just you have to click on the root and it will get root. And some settings like a display you have to choose. It's up to you. You have to choose the model, phone number model, sorry, mobile phone model you have to choose. And the network setting, there is a NAT and bridge options. Like if you are already aware about the what is NAT and bridge and difference between them, so you have to choose here. And yeah, that's it. And display, it's up to you. Display settings, theme, you can choose the any theme from here. Backup and general. Okay, these are settings you can check. So same as we have in the Memo. So now let's see, we will check our emulator is rooted or not. So here we have one application, a root checker. Just click on this root checker. By using this we can, one second, sorry. Yes, so by using this root checker application, we can check our emulator is rooted or not. So just click on this verify root, and it will take few seconds and it will give us the result. Click on allow. Now you can see here, congratulations, root access is properly installed on this device. So now our device is rooted. Now we can install any application and we can start the Android penetration testing. So what is root and why we need to root our device? So we will learn this in the next video. So till that, let's check. It's stuck here. So same as guys, just you have to download. If you want to install the Nox player, just type the Nox player download and download it in your system. Right click, run as administrator, and these settings. Okay, just I showed you here, these settings you have to do in the memo also. Now it's up to you. You want to like install the Nox player or memo, which one you want to use, it's up to you. You don't need to install the both in your system, just one is enough. Just use the one emulator. So my purpose of this video is just to show how to install the Android emulator. So memoflow is taking, sorry, once installation is failed, online installation is failed, so it's failed. uh, Again if I start, it will take time. But that's it guys. After installation, just click and finish, and after that you have to change the setting from here. Same option will be there in the memo play, and you have to change the settings to root and like a tab to phone and like a network connection. That's it. So hope this is clear to you. That's it guys. In this video we will learn about ADB. So basically what is ADB? ADB is a Android debug bridge. So it's a bridge between our device and the operating system. Suppose here we have a Linux operating system, Kali Linux operating system, and we have a emulator. So Android emulator or any Android physical device we can say. So how we can communicate with the Android emulator or the physical device, and this is the bridge. ADB is a bridge between these two machines. So this is a command line tool we can install in our Kali Linux or in our Windows, and with that command we can install the application in the Android emulator or the physical device, or we can communicate. Like there are a lot of stuffs we can do with this ADB. Basically it's a bridge between both the machines. So let's see how we can install and how we can use this ADB. So here first of all, the command line, or we will install in the Kali Linux, and later on I will show you in the Windows also how we can install in the Windows. So first of all, let's see in Kali Linux, sudo apt get install ADB, hit enter. So ADB is already installed. ADB is already the newest version. Okay, so it's already installed. Now how we can connect the ADB with our emulator? So we will use here ADB connect and the IP address of this emulator. So open your Wi-Fi, go to setting. So here my IP address is 192.168.1.10, 192.168.1.10. Hit enter. So you can see already connected, or we can disconnect it and we can connect it again also. So it's already connected, we don't need to disconnect, but let's see how we can disconnect. ADB disconnect. So disconnect everything. Now ADB connect 192.168.1.10, and it's connected. Okay, so now we can communicate by Kali Linux to over Android emulator. So let's see, we can get the shell of this operating system, sorry, this Android emulator, or we can install any application here. Let's suppose cd, sorry, yeah, cd desktop. In the desktop we have an application that is Diva APK, this one, DIVA application. That it's a vulnerable Android application. So let's see how we can install this application in the Android emulator. And it's the same process in the physical device also. If you have any rooted Android physical device, then it's the same process. So let's see how we can install ADB install, then path of that application. So my application is in desktop, so I'll give the complete path: home, Kali, desktop, and the application. Now you can see here I don't have any application in my emulator. So now I will install by using the ADB hit enter. Yeah, now you can see it's a success, and in the emulator you can see Diva application is installed in the emulator. This is how we can install any application. So there are more commands, a lot of things we can do with this ADB. So we can get the shell by using the ADB. So here we already connected. So if we want to check the ADB devices, we will run ADB devices, means this device we already connected with this device. So if we want to get the access of this device or the simulator, then we will run ADB shell. So now we are inside this one emulator. So we have access of the Android emulator. So here you can see if we use the ID, we have a root access. So here you can see hash. Hash means we have a root access of this Android emulator. Who am I? So root. Okay. So this is how we can install the ADB, and this is how we can connect ADB and get the shell of the system. So if we want to go back, then we can just type here exit, and we are inside the Linux now. So this is how we can install in the Kali Linux, and we can run the ADB command. So in the Windows operating system, if you want to install this in Windows operating system, you have to install the platform tool. So let's see how we can install platform tool. uh, for that we will use Windows platform tools. So this one, open the first link. So here you can download for Linux, Windows or Mac. So just click on the download SDK platform tool for Windows, and I already installed. Just you have to download it, and after that now go to platform tool. So I already installed here, and now you can see ADB is there. Now just you can just go to here CMD and use the ADB and the IP address of this emulator. So I already connected. First of all, I have to disconnect from there. ADB disconnect. So disconnected. Now yeah. Now let's see. We will connect ADB connect IP address 192.168.1.10. This is the emulator IP address. Hit enter. Now you can see it's connected. Now we can get the shell of this emulator, ADB shell. Now who am I? Root. Now we are inside the Android emulator. So that's it, guys. Hello everyone. In this video we will learn about the APK tool. So APK tool is a reverse engineering tool for the Android penetration testing. So we can decompile the application by using the APK tool, and we can rebuild the application also. So for the static analysis we use the APK tool, and we decompile the application, and after if we temper something, or like if we perform the code tempering vulnerability, then we can rebuild the application by using the APK tool. So let's see how we can install this APK tool. So we can install in Windows and Linux both. So let's see how we can install. So in the Kali Linux we just use sudo apt get install APK tool. So it's already installed, but it will take few seconds to get installed. So if we want to install in in Windows, let's see how we can install. So here this is for Kali Linux. You can open this kali.org tools APK tool, and you can see here this is how we decompile. We will learn about it how we can decompile. but this is the command sudo apt install apk tool. We can install like this. So for the Windows, you can open this website, you can pause the video and check the URL. You can open this, and there are two options, there are two steps. One is apktool.bat. You have to download this file, and second we have a apk tool and 2. So first open the first one link, wrapper script, and second one find newest here apk tool. So open these two both link, and the first one is this one, apk tool. Just you can copy this and open the notepad, and you can save here. Okay, save and save as .jar file, apk tool dot sorry you have to, yeah, so you have to save it as a apk tool dot bat file. So I already saved this file. Okay, the first is apk tool dot bat file, and the second you have to download this apk tool jar file. So I already downloaded this. 1 second. So in the apk tool, so you can see here I have the two apk tool.bat and apk tool.jar file. Now here let's see how we can run this and how we can decompile the application. We have this diva application, vulnerable application. Let's decompile this application. So we have to open the command in this path. So we will double click here and open cmd, and now type here apk tool.bat, and d means decompile, and diva application. So if this application in a other folder, then you have to give, you can drag drop this application, or you have to give the full path of that application. That's it. Now hit enter, and it will take few seconds to decompile this application. Let's wait for a few seconds. Yeah, so decompile. Now you can see here it's successfully done, and this is the decompiled applications. So this is the structure. Okay, this is how we decompile the application in the Windows system. Now we will check how we can decompile the application in the Kali Linux. So here I have the application in my desktop, and we will install here apk tool, sorry apk tool d means decompile, and after that we can give the full path of the application. So we can drag drop this, either we can drag drop, or we can give here home kali desktop and diva application. Hit enter. So again here it will take few seconds to decompile. So it decompile in the home folder, not in the desktop. So we have to check the home folder, cd slash uh, sorry, we are already in the home folder, just we have to go cd diva application. Hit enter. Now you can see we decompile this application, and here we have the android manifest file, apk tool, library, original, resource, and somali. So these are the files inside this diva application. So that's it guys. Just the purpose of this video is just to show you how we can install the apk tool in the Windows and Kali Linux, and how we can use this apk tool. And in the next video we will analyze this android manifest file and somali files and resource files. These are the files we will check in the next video. Hello everyone. In this video we will learn about Frida installation. So before installation we need to learn what is Frida and Frida client server. So let's see what is Frida. So Frida is a dynamic instrumentation toolkit and mostly used by developers, reverse engineers, and security researchers. So basically as a security researcher we use this tool for like a root detection bypass, SSL pinning bypass, and many checks like to bypass the many checks in the Android and iOS. So it's a toolkit, not only a single tool, it's a complete toolkit. So you can read more about it from this website, Frida RE. And Frida, you can see here are some documents available, news, code share is also available here. So we can use it for, you can see here multiple tools are available, and we can use it for SSL pinning, Frida multiple unpinning, Frida anti-root means for Frida root detection, iOS data protection, and objection method observe, and like find Android hook for hooking, main activity. So there are multiple like security checks we can bypass by using this Frida tool. You can see here for bypass Wi-Fi check on Android, debug mode bypass, certificate pinning bypass. So we use this for like many check bypass in the Android and iOS system. So this is about the Frida. Now let's see how we can install this Frida tool in the Windows, sorry, in Windows also, and Linux, and as we can say in client and server. So server means we have to install the Frida in the like Android emulator or the physical device. So here we have the Android emulator. So first of all we will learn how we can install the Frida tool in the Linux operating system, and then in the Android emulator. So there are two, client and server. Server we will install in the emulator, and client we will install in the Kali Linux. So after that also we will learn how we can install in the Windows operating system. So first of all, let's see how we can install in the Kali Linux. So here we will use the tool, we will use the command sudo pip install Frida tools. Hit enter. So I already installed it. I will not install now because it will change the version of the Frida, and then after that I have to like troubleshoot again, because I already set up everything in my Linux, Windows, and in the emulator. But that's it. Just you have to run this command sudo pip install Frida tools. That's it. So after that, now just you have to check Frida is installed or not. Frida, that's it. And Frida is running. Frida option means we have to give the option Frida -ps, that's it. So it is showing some process. Leave it means just Frida is working in the Kali Linux. So this was the client. Now we need to install the Frida server in the emulator. So here first of all we have to check the architect of this command, like in the Kali Linux. We will use the command in the Kali Linux to check the architect or architecture of the Android emulator. So for that we will use sudo adb shell get prop ro product cpu abi. Okay, this command to check the architecture of the Android emulator. Hit enter. But it is not giving us anything because first of all we have to connect with the Android emulator. So go to here, check the IP address. 192.168.1.12 adb 1.12. Hit enter. It's connected. Now we will use this command adb shell get prop ro.product.cpu.abi. Hit enter. So the architecture of the emulator is 86. So now let's see how we can install the Frida server in the Android emulator. So go here, we will use the website Frida release. Frida release, this one, first one. So go to GitHub. Now, now you have to check like latest, like you have to install the latest server, but I already installed here. I have to check the Frida version, Frida hyphen hyphen version. So I have 16 version, 16.0.8. So I can install the server between 16.0.1 to 16.0.9. So here we have the 11. I will not go to 11. I have the 8 version, so I will use here 16.0.8. So I can install the Frida 16.9 also, 10 also. But if we already know the version, then we can install the Frida 8 also. So now here we have to check Frida server, Android and architecture 86. So go here, you can see Frida Gazette, Frida Gum Delvic, Frida Gum. So we have to check the Frida server, Frida Inject, Frida Portal, Frida server. Yeah, here Frida server, it's a Linux. So we have to check for Android. So here you can see Frida server 16.0.8, Android 86. So copy address again, copy Linux address, go here. Now we have to download it, wget and hit enter. So I think I already have this. Let me check ls. So here I already have Frida, it's 16.0.2, but let's see, I'll do the complete installation. Hit enter. Yeah, it is installing. 60, 70, 80, 90, it's installed. Now do ls. So here we have Frida server 16.0.8. Now I have to unzip it just by using the unxz Frida server 16.0.8 and Android this one. Okay, hit enter. It's unzip. Now we will push this Frida into Android emulator. For that we will use adb push this Frida server 8 into, here we will give the Android emulator directory where we want to save this file. We want to save inside the data local temp. So you can like use, or you can save this in data also. Okay, but I already have inside the data, like this Frida file I already have in the data folder. So this time I will push this in the temp folder. So hit enter. Done. So it's pushed in the temp folder. Now I need to give permission as the executable permission to this file. So for that I will use adb shell chmod, and here I can give the +x also, or 755 also I can give. Okay, let's see this time +x, and where I saved inside the data local temp, and then this file Frida server, this one. So it's working. Okay, means we give the permission, and we push this file in the temp directory, and we give this permission. Now let's see how we can run this Frida server in the Android emulator. So here we already connected by using the adb connect. Now we will get the shell of the Android emulator. For that we will use command adb shell. Got it? Now here we are the root user, so we can check we are the root user. Now we will go into the temp directory, data local temp. So now do ls. So here you can see we have a file Frida server 16.8.0.8 that we already pushed. Okay, now we need to run this. Okay, so let's see how we can run. Just we need to use /, then Frida server. Okay, hit enter. So it is working. That's it. Now the server is working in the Android emulator. Okay, so in the next video we will learn if the server is working in the Android emulator, so how we can use the client and how we can bypass the root detection by using the Frida, how to bypass the SSL pinning. Hello everyone, in this video we will learn about root detection. So basically first of all we need to understand what is root detection, or what is root. So like there are two users in the device, okay, or in, like, if you are aware about the Kali Linux, so you might use the Kali Linux. There are two user, one is normal user, one is root user. So let me open. Yeah, so here you can see we are a normal user. Here we have a dollar sign, this means we are a normal user. If we check here, sorry, and here you can see hash sign, this means we are a root user. Okay, normal user dollar sign, and here hash user is a like a root user. Now what is the difference between this normal user and root user? Here let's suppose we have some files, and like we cannot delete that file. Okay, as a normal user we don't have right to delete that file, but in the root user we can delete any file. Okay, in this file, like in the normal user, like there are some files we cannot access it. Okay, or we cannot create some file in some directories, we cannot delete, we cannot update, we cannot create in as a normal user. But in the root user we can delete anything, we can remove anything, we can update anything, we can create anything. Okay, root user means we have a complete access of that operating system. Hope it's clear to you. This is the difference between normal user and the root user. Same as in the like Android device, there are some, like a normal user and root user. So if we use as a normal phone, so there is only normal user access we have. So for the penetration testing, for the mobile security testing, we need to root our device. Okay, root means we need to get access the root permissions. Okay, so some application don't work in the root, some application don't work in the router device. Let's suppose here I have a domain vulnerable like application, domain vulnerable bank application. So here you can see pop-up phone is rooted, Frida is not running. Okay, again I click here. So you can see phone is rooted, means my this emulator is rooted and application is not running on the router device. Okay, so application is not running on the router device. So now we can bypass this check. Okay, so now again we need to understand why we need to run this application on the router device. So now if from various, we can bypass the various checks in the application. Let's suppose there is a SSL pinning is implemented. SSL pinning means like if the SSL pinning is implemented, we cannot intercept the application request in the bub suite. Okay, so we cannot intercept the request in the bub suite. So if the application is running on the router device, we can try to, or we can bypass that check and we can intercept the request in the bub suite. This is the one case, but there are several checks we can bypass by using several tools, and the application should run on the router device. Hope it's clear to you. Again, I'll show you there are several tools we can use to bypass the several checks. Okay, so the security is the application should not run on the router device. Okay, if the application is running on the router device, we can, or a security analyst, as a penetration tester, he can bypass the several security checks like a SSL pinning bypass, biometric like a check bypass, Wi-Fi check bypass. There are several checks in the applications that any penetration tester or any hacker can bypass. Hope it's clear to you. In the next video we will use the Frida tool to bypass the root detection. Hello everyone. In this video we will learn how we can bypass the root detection. So here we have a Diva application. It's not root detection is not implemented in this application, but similar, if you get any other application and the root detection is implemented and you are not able to open that application in router device, then how you can bypass that root detection. See, so first of all, here we have to connect the emulator ADB devices. So there is no any device. First of all, we have to connect, and let's check the IP address. The IP address is 192.168.1.12. 192.168.1.12. Sorry, ADB connect. ADB connect, then IP address. Okay. Now if we check the devices, ADB devices, it's connected. Okay. See, now let's start the Frida server in the Android emulator. ADB shell cd data ls, and here I have the Frida server /Frida. Hit enter, it's working. Now open the another terminal, Frida-ps-ui, to check the package name of the Diva application. Hit enter. So here we have Diva application, Jakhar Asim Diva. Okay. So to bypass this root detection, we will use Frida-u-f package name -as admin listen JavaScript. Now we have to get the JavaScript from here. So this is the website codeshare.frida.re. From here you can get the JavaScript, okay, JS file. Here multiple different files are available, and you can click here Frida anti-root, open this, and this is the code. Okay, this is the Java code. You can just copy and create a JS file. Okay, so I already saved in this directory anti-root.js, frida.js, and root2.js. Now here let's run this file root2.js. okay, so after that --no auto reload. That's it. Okay, now you can see, just hit enter, application will get open and it's working fine without any error. Hope it's clear to you. This is how we can bypass the root detection in the Android device or any emulator. So same as there are multiple ways to bypass the root detection, like we can use the objection tool, we can use any other tool like Magic's tool we can use, and exposed framework we can use. So like this is a runtime. We are we bypass the root detection. It's a runtime. Okay, again and again, whenever we need to whenever we open the application, again we have to bypass this a root detection. Okay, so hope it's clear to you. Thank you. Hello everyone. In this video we will learn about objection tool, and we will use the objection tool to bypass the root detection. Okay, so first of all we will see how we can install the objection tool. Okay. So this is the basic command, pip install objection. Hit enter. So I already installed this, so here you can see requirement already satisfied. Okay, so everything already satisfied. So this is how you can install just one command, pip install objection. You can install in Kali Linux or in Windows. So now as we already learned like how we can bypass the root detection by using the FRIDA tool, but this time we will learn how we can bypass root detection by using the objection tool. So here first of all we need to check the package name of the application. So for that, before that, we need to get the shell of the Android emulator, and we will start the FRIDA server. So for that, adb devices, no device connected. So adb connect and the IP address 1.7. This is the Android emulator IP address. It's 1.9 this time. Connected. adb shell, and we already installed the FRIDA server in the emulator in the data directory ls. Now this is the server dot slash FRIDA. Now it's running. Okay, so now we will check the package name of the application, FRIDA -ps -uai. So this is the diva application, Jakharasim diva. This is the vulnerable application. Now we will use the FRIDA script, or like this time we are learning about the objection. So we will use the objection -g gadget package name and explore. That's it. Okay, so here application open, and only one command is there, Android root disable. Okay, so this is the command. This is how we can bypass if the root detection is implemented in the application, and it will get open automatic, it will start. Okay, and let's suppose the you open the application, it will give you the error, means root detection is implemented, or the application will not run on the router device, like that. Then only you have to run this command, Android root disable. Then that like error will be like disable or removed, and you will face this application. Okay, so this diva application, there is no any root detection or SSL pinning is implemented. I'm just showing you this is how we can bypass the root detection in any application. Hope it's clear to you. In the next video we will learn how we can bypass the SSL pinning by using the objection tool. Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn about root detection bypass. So root detection bypass manual. So like how we can bypass the root detection by code tampering, by changing the code, and like if our FRIDA script or objection is not working, then how we can bypass the root detection. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, our application is working on Android emulator. Okay, so here you can see the uncrackable one, and the root detection is implemented, and we are getting the alert, this is unacceptable, the app is now going to exit. Okay, it means the root detection is implemented and the application is not working on the router device. Okay, so if we click on OK, so app is exit. Okay, so we are not able to use this application. So how we can bypass this so that it work in the router device? Okay, so for that, first of all we need to understand the logic. This is the logic they like a developer implement in this application. So we will open this application in the JDAX tool. Okay, so here we have JDAX and I already imported. So yeah, uncrackable, and here we have two activities. Okay, so first one, this one activity, and click on the main activity. In the main activity you can see we are getting the alert here, this is unacceptable, the app is now going to exit. Okay, this is in under the classes.dex file, and this is the complete logic of this root detection. Okay, so here there is a dialog interface on click. Okay, on click means when we here it's a on click. Okay, once we click on this pop-up, it's the app is exit. Okay, so here public void on click dialog interface, and system exit. It means once we click on that pop-up, it will exit. Okay, this is the logic. So what we can do, we can simply remove this. Okay, remove this exit button. It should not exit. Okay, it will give us this pop-up. Okay, same pop-up, we will click on OK. Okay, here is a OK button, we will click on OK, and it on click, but it will not exit, it will give us the next page. Okay, so now here actually we cannot change something in this like in the JDEX. So we have to like decompile the application, and we have to check the code, and we have to find that, and then we can change the code. Okay, so for that we have to decompile the application. So here we have the APK file. Let's decompile it. Sorry, ADB, sorry, APK, yeah, APK tool D uncrackable. Okay, till that yeah, it's decompiled, but where it is now, we have to check the path. So here you can see it is from class SG, and this is the yeah, after that uncrackable, then main activity 1. Okay, so we have to go to this path. Okay, let's check. So this is the uncrackable decompiled. Go to Somali, and here you can see SG uncrackable, and here now a dot Somali or main activity Somali, which one? So we have to again check here. It is main activity 1. Okay, so main activity 1, this is the main activity 1. Open it. So here we have to find the exit function. So here you can see method public on click. Okay, and invoke static, and this one exit. Okay, it means it is giving us the pop-up. If we click on OK on click, then it will get exit. Okay, so what we can do, just remove this. So like there are multiple methods, like we can completely remove the unclick also. Okay, we can change the unclick, or we can change the pop-up also. Like there are multiple ways to bypass this root detection, but here I'm going to remove this one exit. It means once we click on OK, it should not exit, it should give us the, it should work normal. Okay, so let's close it, like remove it. Control S to save, or just go here save. Okay, I saved it. Go back to APK tool, and now we will recompile or rebuild this application. Let me close the JDEX. Okay, so let's rebuild this application. APK tool, B bind, and application uncrackable, and hyphen O output. Any name we can give. Let's suppose test.apk. Okay, it will rebuild this application into the test.apk. Yeah, test.apk. So here is the test.apk, but now before installing we have to sign this application. Okay, so for that we have multiple tools, like Uber APK signer. Here is a Uber APK signer. We have easy APK tool. So like multiple methods we can use to sign this application. Okay, but we will use APK easy tool. It's a GUI based, so it's easy to use also. So click on browse and import this test APK file. Okay, here is a test.apk, and just click on the sign APK. Okay, click on sign APK. So here sign successfully. Okay, click OK, just close it. So now here we have test sign.apk. This is the new file. Okay, now uninstall the previous one. It's uninstalled. Now we can install by using the drag drop, or we can use adb install, and we can drag drop here in the terminal, hit enter. Okay, so we have to connect again. adb connect 192.168.1.8. Okay, so it's connected. Now let's run the command again. Okay, it's installed. Okay, now let's check. Click on uncrackable, and here we are getting the pop-up. Click OK. Now you can see our application is working fine. Okay, so this is how we can bypass the root detection manually. Okay. Hello everyone. In this video we will learn the insecure logging vulnerability. So what is insecure logging? Insecure logging means like in the application, if we use the username, password, or our credential, then it should not store the logs in the plain text. Okay, the application should encrypt the user credentials or logs in the, like it should encrypt the credentials, so it should not store in the plain text. So if it store in the plain text, then any attacker can like try to exploit any other vulnerabilities. By using the other vulnerabilities, he can get the user logs, and in the logs, like we are using the credential, if we are like our credentials are correct, like a correct username and password, and it can get like a compromise, or hacker can get over credentials. So it's not a good practice. So we will check how we can find this vulnerability in the Android device. Let's see. We have this Android emulator, and now let's connect. First of all, we have to check the IP address. Go to the Wi-Fi, and this is my IP address. I have to connect here by using the adb connect 192.168.1.7. So this is my IP address. Connect. Now I need to get the shell. So without shell also we can check this vulnerability, and after getting the shell also we can check the vulnerability. So let's see how we can check. And before that, first of all, the command is, or we can say the tool is logcat. By using the logcat, we can get the logs. So we will use adb shell logcat. Now here we can use grep command to grab the particular package name. So how we can get the package name of that application? So for that we will use the frida tool. Frida hyphen ps hyphen uai. Hit enter. So you can see here my application name is diva, diva. So Jakhar Asim Diva, this is the package name. Okay, copy this package name, and I will use here. Now open the application and use your credential. So I have this vulnerable application diva, and click on insecure logging. Now here I'm using any keyword. Here is mentioned like we have to enter the credit card, so I will use here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. Okay, so this one. Now hit enter here and click on checkout. It is giving us error. It should not give error. Jackar Asim. Okay, wait. Okay, so let me check again. Okay, I'm not getting the logs here. So let's get the shell. Adb shell. So we have to go into the data directory. Data. Then after that, package name. So package name. here we have the Jacker Asim Diva. So we already know because here we run the frida-ps-ui command. By using that command we get the package name. So this is the package name. Let's go into the this directory cd Jacker Asim Diva ls. So we don't need to do ls. Here we will use the script or command logcat and grep. Now here we can use the this number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, hit enter. So here you can see we are getting this one number. So we already use or we already clicked on checkout and it's saved in the database or it's saved in the server as a logs. So this logs saved in the plain text. So this is the vulnerability, insecure logging vulnerability. So developer should encrypt this user logs or whatever user is inputting, like I'm using my credential or whatever. So it should be encrypted. It should store as encrypted, not in the plain text. Hello everyone. In this video we will learn if the application stores the sensitive data in the local storage. So let's see how we can find this local storage and the sensitive data of the application. So let's start. First of all, we have to connect with the ADB. So ADB connect the IP address, sorry, ADB connect and the IP address of the emulator 192.168.1.4. This is the IP address of emulator. Sorry, I'm not in that location, so I have to go into that location. Okay, so I have to open my CMD in this location. Now ADB connect 192.168.1.4. So already connected. Now get the shell ADB shell. Okay, now go to this directory data. Now after that go to the package name. This is the div application package name and the package name is Jacker, sorry, Jacker Asim Diva. Okay, now inside this Jacker Asim Diva, Jacker Asim Diva, so there are some files. So we have to explore these files. First of all, there is a shared preference file. Let's open it. Cd shared preference ls. Now here we have two files. So let's open this file by using the cat. So this is the XML file and we can open by using the cat command. Cat Jacker Asim diva preference.xml. So open with cat command and you can see here we are getting the information as a nodes pin and the user is Harnam and the password is test. Okay, so this is the sensitive information and the application stores in the local storage. So this is the vulnerability. Okay, so application should not store the sensitive information or any information in the local storage. Now let's check the web view. So in the web view there is no any sensitive information. Okay. Now go back. So now just go to this database file, cd database ls. So there are multiple db files. Db means database files. Let's open this one by one. First of all, SQL3, SQLite 3, and this is the diva nodes.db. So diva nodes.db file, hit enter. Now we are inside the SQL and just get the alt table name of this SQL database dot tables. So there are two tables, Android metadata and nodes. Now let's get the data that inside this table. So select anything from Android metadata, and here only we are getting enus. Okay, there is no any data in the Android metadata table. So now this time we will use this nodes. Let's check the nodes. Select anything from nodes, hit enter, and you can see we are getting this information of the nodes. So this is the office address, home, holidays, expense, exercise, weekend. This is the dummy data, but this is like the application stores the nodes data in the local storage. So the application should not store any type of data in the like any plain text in the local storage. Okay, so that's it. Or there is one more way to dump this data. Just type here dot dump. So dot dump, and you can see here create table. There is a one table metadata, and in the metadata there is only enus, and table nodes. In the table nodes, these all data. So this is the data that comes under the table nodes. Okay. So this is how we check the local storage. Exit. So these all you can check, but I think the data is only in this folder, but you can check IDS2, then SQLite, hit enter, dot tables. So there is two tables. Let's dump the tables, du dot dump. So here you can see, yeah, all the sensitive data it stores in the local storage. So SQLi user, the username is admin and password is password123, then diva user and password123, then John user and password123. Okay, so here it stores the sensitive data in the local storage. Okay. So this is the vulnerability. Now we will check this IDS2, SQLite IDS2, hit enter, dot tables again, and there are two tables, Android metadata and my users. Dot dump, hit enter. So here you can see my user is her name and test. Okay, only we are getting the my user data. Okay, so this is the vulnerability. It stores the sensitive data in plain text in the local storage. So this is the vulnerability. So same as you can explore all these directories. So here we have app, web view, cache, code cache, cd, code cache. Inside the code cache nothing is there. So go back, cd library. So this is the library you can check, and app texture, cd app, texture ls. So nothing is inside the app texture. So this is how you can find, or this is how you can explore the local storage. Hope it's clear to you. Hello everyone. In this video we will learn how we can exploit the activity. So let's see. Let's open the Android manifest file in the notepad, and here we need to check the activity. Okay, so activity, and one more thing we need to notice. So if the activity is exported true, so we have to search for exported true, exported exported equal. So here we are getting this one, exported true. And now let's try to exploit this activity. Let's see how we can exploit it. So let's open the command prompt, as I am using here cmd. So now first of all we have to connect with the emulator, and adb connect, and the IP address 192.168.1. We have to check it again, 1.4. Enter, and it's connected. Okay. Now we have to check for this activity adb shell am start -n, and now the package name of the application. So the package name is, this is the package name, Jakhar Asim Diva. So this is the package name, and after that activity name. So again we have to check the export true, exported equal. So here is the exported true activity. So let's try to exploit this activity. Copy this one and paste here. Now you can see my application is already closed, and it will open the nodes provider. Maybe it can disclose some data that inside are saved inside the nodes. Hit enter. So error, I am getting the error, so I am not able to exploit this activity. Does not exist. Maybe there are some mistake. Jakhar Simdiva provider, nodes provider, Jakhar Simdiva provider, nodes provider. Let's check again. adb shell am start -n, and the package name is Jakhar Simdiva. And let's try to exploit it. Hit enter. No, I'm not able to exploit it. So this is how we can exploit, but this activity is not exploitable. So let's check any other activity. Again we have to check the export equal to true. Only one is there, so leave it. We will check any other activity. These are activities we can try to exploit. Jakhar Asim Diva access control 3 not activity. Let's try to exploit this one activity. Hit enter. Oh, it's not working. SQL injection. adb devices. So yeah, I'm already connected. Now adb shell m start -n. So this is the access control 3 nodes activity ty, and the package name is Jakhar Asim Diva. Hit enter. Yeah, so here you can see it's called direct activity call. So here what I did, I use here adb shell command, and after that am start. Am means activity manager, start -n, and Jakhar Asim Diva means it's a package name of the application. After that the activity name. So here just I copied from the Android manifest file the activity name, and I just hit enter, and it opened the same activity in the application. So now if before registration something or before login or before authenticate, if any activity open, there is no like a much impact on that application. But if you are able to call such activity that is after the authentication, so you don't have a username and password, and you call that activity, means some dashboard activity or any other activity like any credential related, profile related, or any other activity that you cannot get before authentication, it's after authentication. Okay, so if you are able to call that activity, then it's called authentication bypass by direct activity call. This is how you can direct activity call. Okay, so hope it's clear to you. Any other we will try some other activities. View credential, let's try this. No, this is action, this is not activity. So these are activities, sorry, log activities. So let's check this log activity. Again we will run same command, just change the activity here. After the package name, hit enter. Sorry, again we have to connect. No, I'm getting the error, so I'm not able to exploit it. Okay, but sometime it give us the full access, like it authenticate. Okay, sometime it authenticate just by direct activity call. So you have to check this. I have a lot of POC, but it's on like a real project, I can't show you here. But this is how just you have to copy this activity, and if it call like any activity that like we can use after the after the registration. Okay, so after the login or after authentication, if you are able to call that activity, then it's a vulnerable. Okay, hope it's clear to you. So any other, let's try this one activity, insecure data storage activity. And let's hit enter. Okay, so here we are able to open the diva private nodes. So we are not here like we don't know the correct pin of this application. So this activity, but this is just a random, I put 1 2 3 4. But if it give you direct access to some sensitive data, some credentials, some like your profile or some any other sensitive data, then it's a vulnerable. Okay, hope it's clear to you. This is how we exploit the activity. Hello everyone, in this video we will learn about how we can configure our website with the Android emulator or any physical device. So let's start. First of all, we have to check the IP address over main system IP address. So I just opened the CMD, now check the IP address. My IP address is 192.168.1.7. This is my private IP address. Now we have to go to emulator, go to setting, click on Wi-Fi, then click on this wired SSID and click on modify network. Now click on advanced option, click on proxy, and here click on manual. Now here use this IP address 192.168.1.7 and the port number 8080 or 801, any port number that you want to give. So click on save, and same IP address and port number you have to configure in Bubsuit. Click on proxy. Here I already give, but now you can click on here all interface and click on this IP address, and that's it. Just click OK and your Bub is configured. Now we have to install the SSL certificate. Okay, but one thing, remember the port number should be same that you are using in your device and Bubsuit. Like here I use the 8080 port number, and in the emulator check again the proxy port is 8080. Okay, the port number should be same. Now open your browser and search here http://bub, enter, and you can see here in the right side there is a CA certificate. Click here, starting download. Yeah, it's downloaded. Download complete. Cert CA cert 3.der. Okay, so now go to download, open your file manager and go to download folder, and here you can see I just downloaded CSR 3 and 4. Okay, now you have to change it to CADER to CER. Click on rename and change CER. Hit enter. Okay, DER to CER. Now go to setting and go to security and install from SD card, and now click on file manager just once and go to downloads, and now you can choose from here. Okay, so just select. Now here you have to set the pin, any pin you can set. Okay, now here you have to give the certificate name, any name you can give here, bub, and credential use as a VPN or Wi-Fi, anything you can choose from here, and click on OK. That's it. So I already set up the CA certificate. I will not install it again, but this is how we install the CA certificate in the Android device. Okay, so it's installed. Now we can intercept the any request. Click browser, open any browser and intercept on wing.com. So here I am able to capture the HTTP request. Now let's try to capture the HTTPS request. Forward. Now I'll open google.com. google.com. Hit enter. So here you can see I am able to open the google.com. Okay, so this is how we set up or how we configure the PubSuite with the Android device. So now if you have any application, you can check the application also. So this is the application. I don't know the SSL pinning is implemented or not, but first of all the root is implemented. Okay, so we have to bypass the root, then we can check this application. But that's it in this video. Just we learn how we can set up the PubSuite with the Android device. That's it, guys. Hello everyone. In this video we will learn about SSL pinning bypass by using the Frida tool. So let's see how we can bypass SSL pinning. Before that, we need to understand what is SSL pinning. If the SSL pinning is implemented in the application in the Android or iOS, or here we are talking about Android. So like we have Diva application, Square Bank application. So if the SSL pinning is implemented in the application, then we cannot intercept the request in the PubSuite. Okay, so basically for the dynamic testing we need or we require the SSL pinning bypass, or we need the request of this application so that we can perform the dynamic testing. Okay, so if the SSL pinning is implemented, then we cannot intercept the request in the PubSuite. But now we will see how we can bypass that SSL pinning to intercept the request in the PubSuite. Let's see. First of all, we have to configure the proxy in Android. Go to setting, go to Wi-Fi and go to modify network, and here I already set up this IP address. It will be like that, none, and you have to click on manual. Then you have to give here IP address of your system. Suppose my IP is IP config. So my IP is 192.168.1.6. Okay, so here 192.1.8.1.6 is the IP address, my main operating system IP address, and the port number 8080. Just click OK. Now same IP address we have to configure in the burp suite. Click on proxy setting. Here I already set up, so click all interface, and here you have to click the IP address. Okay. 192.168.1.6 all interface request support invisible proxy. Click OK. That's it, we configure the proxy. Okay, now we need to connect the simulator by using the ADB. CLS. So ADB connect and the emulator IP address. The IP address is 192.168.1.12. 192.168.1.12. It's already connected. Now we have to run the Frida server in the emulator and by using this shell. Okay, ADB shell, and here we are like we have the access or we have the shell of the simulator. Now we will run the Frida server. Go to cd data directory. I already save like Frida server in this directory do ls. So this is the Frida server dot slash Frida. Hit enter. Now my Frida is running in the emulator. Now we will run the SSL pinning script to bypass to capture the traffic in the burp suite. So for that, first of all, let's check the Frida SSL pinning script. So here you can see same on the code share Frida code share website. You can get this universal Android SSL pinning bypass with Frida. Okay, just open this link and you will get this Frida script. Okay, and copy this and save it as a .js file. Okay, so I already saved here Frida SSL.js. Now let's see how we can bypass. Open the another CMD and use here command. You can see here we don't have any request. Now Frida hyphen u hyphen s sorry f asim dot jacker dot diva. This is the package name of this application, and hyphen l means listen, and now here we will give the okay. So hyphen l, one second. So here we have the Frida SSL .js. Just drag drop in this terminal cmd and hyphen hyphen no auto reload, and here bubsuit, and this is my application. Okay, I think package name is incorrect. Let's check the package name. This time we will check this insecure bank Frida hyphen ps hyphen ua. So here we have com dot android insecure bank dot 2. Okay, we will check this one. Let's remove this previous package and use the insecure bank package name. Hit enter. Yeah, application open. Bubsuit, here we didn't get anything. Now we will use the credential, any random credential. Click on login, and you can see here we are able to capture the request, the application request in the Bubsuit. We can send it to repeater. We can check the response also. Okay, so click forward. Okay, so this is how we can get the request in Bubsuit. Okay, so I don't have the correct credential of this, but this is how we can capture the request in the Bubsuit.
Again send to repeater. Okay, it is taking time. So that's it. This is how we use the Frida tool to bypass the SSL pinning. Hello everyone. In this video we will learn how we can bypass the SSL pinning by using the objection. So let's start. As objection is already installed in the system, and first of all we need to connect with the Android emulator by using the ADB, and we need to start the Frida server. So let's start. ADB devices, ADB devices. So there is one device already connected. ADB shell. Go to the data directory and /Frida, and we start the Frida server. Now we will use the cmd to run the objection command. Objection, or before objection we need to check the package name of the application. We will use the Frida tool again. Frida hyphen ps hyphen ui. So this time we will use the insecure bank, this one insecure bank 2. So yeah, here we have insecure bank 2, and this is the package name com android insecure bank 2. Okay, now just copy. Now we will use the objection g hyphen g package name and explore, and also we need to set up the burp suite. Click on proxy. So here we already set up interface. This is our IP address and port number, and same as we have to configure in the Android device. Yeah, the IP address is 1.9, port number 8080. That's it. Now let's run this command. Objection hyphen g package name and explore. Hit enter. Yeah, application open, and now Android SSL pinning disable. Hit enter. Now you can use here anything. I'm using the credential as a tester. This is not a correct credential, but just I'm using, and click on login. It should intercept the request. Sorry, let me delete these all. Clear history. Now it should capture. Okay, let me check the proxy again. I think the IP address is 1.7. Okay, 1.7 is the IP address, and it was incorrect in the emulator. Go to Wi-Fi, check again. 1.7. Okay, this was the mistake. Okay, now click on login. So here you can see we are able to capture the request in the burp suite. Okay, so this is how we bypass the SSL pinning. Okay, just open the objection, like by using the objection, just use this command, and after that use the Android SSL pinning disable. It will disable the SSL pinning, and we will be able to capture the request in the burp suite. So that's it. Like we learned the two methods. One is Frida and one is objection to bypass SSL pinning. Hello everyone. In this video we will learn about JDAX tool.
So basically what is JDEX? JDEX is a Dex to Java compiler code, is a tool. So you can see here, this package contain a Dex to Java decompiler. So we can decompile our APK as a Dex to Java. So it contain a command line and JUI tool for produce Java source code from Android Dex to APK. So it's a command line tool and GUI both available. So I will show you how to install this and how we can use this tool. So what is the feature of this tool? So it's a decompiler basically. It's a decompiler. It decompiles the Dalvik bytecode to Java classes from APK. So just we need to import the APK file in that tool and it will decompile the Dalvik bytecode to Java classes. Then we can read that code. So also dex, aar and zip file, decode android manifest xml file. So these all things, like everything I'll show you in the demo. So here JDEX GUI feature. What is the GUI feature? Same as we have view decompiled code. Here we can see the all decompiled code. Okay, so let's see how we can install it. And here is the command for Kali Linux, sudo apt-get install JDEX. So I already installed. Just you have to give you have to install it like that. Sudo apt get install JADX. Okay, so I already installed. I will not install now, but this is how you can install the JDAX tool. So after that, how to use this tool. But before that, let's see, this is how we install in the Kali Linux. But for the Windows, you can install as a exe file. Just search here JDEX GUI download for Windows. Okay, so you can find the exe file for Windows and you can install in the Windows operating system. So next, let's see how we can open this and how we can use this tool for decompiling. So we will run this tool JADX GUI, hit enter. So we have to wait for few seconds. Yeah, now here this is the graphical interface of the JDEX tool. So there are two options, open file and open project. If we already saved the project, then we can open from here. But if we have a fresh APK, then just we need to click on open file. Click here. Now here you can see we have a Diva application APK, WhatsApp APK, Uber APK signer. So here we will open the Diva application APK. Click here. Now we have to wait for few seconds to decompile this application. It is decompiling. So it is taking time, but till that we will check these files. So basically here we have a Diva application APK file, and inside this there is a source code. Inside the source code there will be multiple directories, but here we are getting the Jacker Asim Diva. So what is Jacker Asim Diva? This is the package name of the application. Okay, so I already show you how we can find the package name in the Android, like an emulator or the physical device. Like by using the Frida, we can use Frida-ps space -uai to get the application and their package name. So you can get from there also to, like, just to confirm whether it is correct or not. But here this is the Jakar Asima Diva. This is the package name of the application. Now here you have to check, there are multiple vulnerabilities we can check in this tool. But first of all, there is a one direct, we are getting the Jacker Asim Diva, but in some application you may get something com folder, and inside the com folder package name. Okay, so first of all here you may get something like a source code, then inside the source code there is a com folder, then there is a Jacker Asim Diva, like source code. Inside the source code there is a com folder. Inside the com you have to find the correct package name, like a Jakhar. This is the particular or specific package name of the div application. Okay. So now here what vulnerability we can check? Just click here, and these are the classes of this application. Okay. So these are the classes of the application. So if these are classes are readable, then this is a vulnerable. Okay. So this is the vulnerability, lack of binary protection. Okay. So lack of binary protection is here because these classes are not obfuscated. Okay, obfuscated means if it's obfuscated, then only we get here as like here is a r means like this is not a readable, so we can't assume what is this directory. Okay, not a directory, what is this class, so we can't read this so same as if all the directories are a b c d or something, then it's not a readable, then it's a proper obfuscated. But here we can read this and we can understand this is a access control activity, and here we are able to read all the code of this class. So access control 2 activity, API credential activity, so these all the code we are able to read. Okay, so this is a lack of binary protection vulnerability. That's it guys. In the next video we will see some other vulnerabilities in this same tool as a GDEX. Hello everyone. In this video we will learn about static code analysis and we will analyze the Android manifest file. So let's start. We have here two options. We can use the JDEX tool and we can analyze the manually also. So first of all, we have to decompile the application by using the APK tool. So ls. So here we have a APK file, div application APK. So let's decompile this by using the APK tool. APK tool decompile and div application dot apk. Hit enter. So it decompile the application. So here we have the application, div application, and it is decompiling. Yeah, it's done now. So here we have the application. Open it, and here first of all we have to check this Android manifest file. Double click on it, and multiple vulnerabilities we can check in this file, in the Android manifest file. Okay, so first of all there are some permissions. Okay, these permissions you have to check. So these permissions is depend on the application means if there is some banking application, or there is some only shopping application or gaming application, some application require the camera access, some application require the contact access, some application access some your internal storage access. So depend on the application, so there are some permissions. Okay, so depend on the functionality or depend on the application. So if you are working on any like a client project, then you can contact with the developer or client. So is this necessary for that application or not? Is it compulsory read internal storage or internet access? Mostly like nowadays every application work with the internet, so definitely we need a internet to access some application. But write external storage, it's a dangerous permission. So if this permission is there in the Android manifest file, then it's a vulnerable. Okay, so you can give this vulnerability also, insecure Android manifest file. Got it? So next we will check, first of all we will check any API keys, any Firebase URL, any random URL, any IP address or any information in this Android manifest file. So control F, we will check is there any API key or Google Map API, Gmap API key, no. G or Google, no. Map, we don't have any Google Map API key, anything, we don't have any key here. Okay, so next we will check, is there any phone number available in this? Don't have phone number. Is there any username? No. Is there any password? No. So we will check any other information, like is there any Firebase URL? Firebase enter. No, we don't have any Firebase. So if is there any other file, like any other sensitive data, so like that we can check here. These are the token. No. So we will check, is there any URL of that application and that disclose any sensitive information? So we can check http:// hit enter. Only one URL we are getting, but it's not related to this application. So https:// no, we don't have any sensitive information in this file. Now one more thing is there. There is a one vulnerability, task hijacking. So for the task hijacking, if is there task affinity attribute available in this file, then like we cannot perform the task hijacking vulnerability. So if the task affinity attribute is missing in this file, then we can perform the task hijacking attack. Okay, so we have to check task no. So task affinity attribute is not there, then we can perform the task hijacking attack. Okay, so task hijacking attack we will perform, or we will check in the other videos. It's a, like a little bit lengthy process. First of all, we have to create a new build, and we have to give the package name of this application. Then we have to open in the like a physical device. Then we can confirm that, like is there any like, then we can hijack the task of this application. So we will check this in the other video. Hello everyone. In this video we will analyze the Android manifest file. So we already decompiled the application. Let's open it. This is the application we already decompiled, and here we have the Android manifest file. Open it with mousepad or any other text editor. Here, so we already analyzed some of the vulnerabilities we checked in this like file. So now we will check some more like permissions or some like attributes. Let's check if the clear text traffic is true or false. If it's true, then it's a vulnerable. So let's check, is the clear text traffic is true or not. Control F, clear. So clear text attribute is not there. Okay, it's not available in this file. Okay, so let's check any other debug. So debug is true or false. Debug. So here debuggable. So debuggable is true. This is also vulnerable. Any attacker can exploit this vulnerability. Okay, so now we will check the backup. Backup. Backup is true or false. Yeah, backup is also true. So if the backup is true, now any attacker can backup this application data, and later on he can restore it in their device. So we will learn how we can backup the data and backup the one application data, or the all data, how we can backup. So we will see in the next video. That's it. Hello everyone. In this video we will learn about how to take the backup of the Android application. So let's suppose we have any application like a Diva application. So in this file, in the Android manifest file, you can see allow backup equal true. So backup attribute is true. So we can take the backup of application, and later on we can restore it. So let's see how we can backup of application. So here I have the Android emulator and my CMD. So first of all, here I have the Android like a Diva application, and how to take the backup. I will use, first of all I have to connect as a ADB connect, and the IP address is, my IP address is 192.168.1.4, 192.168.1.4. Hit enter. So it's connected. Now I have to take the backup of the application. So ADB backup -apk, and now the package name of the application. So package is already mentioned in the Android manifest file. This is the Jakar Asim Diva. So this is the package name, and they also mention here package name. You can see Asim Diva, Jakar Asim Diva. This is the package name. Now package name, and after that new file -f, any file we can give, like backup.adb. Okay, so just hit enter. Now in the emulator it is asking for backup my data or do not backup, so just click on backup my data. So backup starting and backup finish. So I don't have much data in this application, so it's like it took only few seconds to backed up the data. Okay, so now we will see, we will check the adb file, backup.adb file. So here you can see it backed up in the same directory, backup.adb. Okay, so now we can restore, or later on we can restore this backup data. So how we can restore? Again you can see here adb restore and the backup file, backup.adb. So adb connect, again adb restore. So again it is asking for restore my data, click here. Now it will get restored in the device, restored, ended. Okay, so this is how we can backup the application data, and we can restore it in the device. Hello everyone, in this video we will learn how we can find the sensitive information from the JDEX tool. So let's open the JDEX tool. Now here I already imported this application Jakar Diva. Now we have to find the sensitive information. So let's see how we can find the information. Either you can explore one by one these are the files, or we can search this from here. Click on the search option. Now here we can find the sensitive information. Let's suppose I'm going to find any key, any Google Map API key or any other key, any type of key I want to find here. So let's type the key. Click on class, method, field, resource, not in comment, but yeah. So let's scroll here. If you get any key, so there is no key value. Okay, so key, any type of key is not available in this application. Now we will find the username, user, and this time we will click on comments also, means anywhere we can get the user. So now scroll here. User, but we don't have any value. Twitter API key. Okay, so here we are getting the Twitter API key and username divert to API, and the password is password. Okay, now here we are getting the username and password. Okay, so API key 123 something API key we are getting, and also we are getting the username diva /n API, and password this one. Okay, so this is vulnerability, means this is how we find the vulnerability. Here we are able to get the username and password.
Okay, so if we change PAWS password and scroll down, again here we are getting the password. Okay, so this is how we find the sensitive information. Let's find some more information. Any phone number, any IP address. Okay, you can find any IP address, any public or private IP address if it disclose. Okay, no. So any host name, no. So is there any internal path disclose? Path, no. We are not getting anything, just we are getting any username and password. Okay, so this is how we find the sensitive information from the JDEX. That's it, guys. Hello everyone. In this video we will analyze the string.xml file. So let's locate that file. First of all, we have to decompile the application. So we already decompiled. Now go to the resource res folder, then go to this value, only value folder. Okay, so just click on it, and here we can find string.xml file. Just double click on it, and this is the string.xml file. Now same as here, we have to find some sensitive information, some like a private keys, any Google Map API key, any username, password, like a hard-coded credential, any URL, any other information like a sensitive information we have to find here. So let's see. Control F, any key, do we have any key? So enter the valid key. Okay, so here we are getting one link. So content Jakhar Asim Diva provider notes. So this is not a this is some local file, not a schema. But if you get any HTTP Jakhar Asim Diva provider notes, and you can open this and you can check this URL. Sometime it disclose some sensitive information. Okay, so here why it's not working, because content is not a proper, or it's not a valid schema. So just remove this. Let's try with the HTTP. So it's not working. Okay, so this is not a valid URL. So any other key? Do we have any key? No, we don't have any key here. Okay, any token? We don't have any token. Any HTTP? Any link? Don't have any link. Any Firebase? Don't have any Firebase in this application. So let's see, any username, user, no, there is no any user. Let's see the password. No, there is no any password. Let's check any pin. There is no any pin. Okay, so this is how we have to analyze, and we have to check the string.xml. It may disclose some sensitive information. Okay, that's it, guys. Hope it's clear to you.
Hello everyone. In this video we are going to learn about automation tool APK Leaks. So APK Leaks is the automation tool and it's an open source tool. So simply you can install by using the pip3 or like you can clone from the GitHub. Okay, so we use this tool to find the sensitive information, or we can say the URLs that used in the application and endpoints and some secrets. Okay, so let's see how we can use it. So you can install it by using the sudo, just first of all pip3 install apk leaks. I already installed it, so are the requirement already satisfied?
Okay, so it's already installed, so let's use it. How to use? First of all, let's check the help. Apk leaks -help. So we can use the -f flag to use the apk, and -o to output, and -a to give some like dissembler arguments, or for p for pattern. And there was one more option for JSON format. Yeah, save as a JSON format, hyphen JSON for JSON format. We can save the result in a JSON format. Okay, so simply just let's put the application, and we will get the result in the screen also, in this terminal also. We will not save it. Like we can save hyphen o flag we can use, and we can save the output. But let's see how it works. First of all, apk leaks -f, and I have one file, home curly desktop, and I have one WhatsApp apk file, whatsapp.apk. So after that, if you want to give the output, but I don't want to save. If you want to save the output in any text file, then we can give here any text file like whatsapp.txt. Okay, so I don't want to save it, and let it scan. Okay, it will, first of all, it will decompile the apk file, and then it will find the information from this application. Okay, so scan is completed. So let's see, here it find the one artifactory password, Google API key, and some IP address. Okay, and JSON web token, and this is just a version. And after that, WhatsApp media, WhatsApp video. So these are the directories of the application. Okay, in the directories, so we can explore these directories. It may disclose some sensitive information, or if it stores some sensitive information, okay, in the plain text, we can check it. And here you can see mint and midi, mint SD card, and this is the path. We can check this path. Okay, so these are the directories we can explore. Okay, so we can check these are the directories. It may disclose some information or server information. Okay, and like this is how it work. It can disclose any password, any keys, any secret, any token, or any like Firebase URL, or IP address, or phone number, password, username, whatever like sensitive information it's stored in the application, then it can disclose by using this tool. Okay, so let's see if the Google API key is disclosed. So what we can do, we can check it is exploitable or not. So we have one tool, Gmap API scanner, and here we can check. Okay, so let's check here, is it exploitable or not. So it is not exploitable. Okay, here we are not getting any alert of the this API. Okay, so it's not a vulnerable. So if it gives us any type of like a red color, any like alert, then it's a vulnerable. Then we can check the geolocation, or yeah, then we can report it. Okay, so now this is not a vulnerable, but this is how this apk leaks tool work, and this is how we can use it. So here we have a passwords. We can report this also, but we don't know where this password used. Okay, so to check it, we can use the JDEX tool, and we can like search it. It may disclose some more information about this password. So let's see, I have this JDEX. Open that file, uh, WhatsApp APK, let it scan. Okay, so now here we can check. Just click on search, and search here that key in class, method, field, resource, comment, everywhere. Okay, so it will take again some time to find this string. So it is still loading, so searching for this string, so it will take some time to find it, but we can search. Why we are searching, we may get some URL or some username also where we can log in this by using this password. So if you get some more information, so that's why we are checking here. So if we get some more detail about this password. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, any more information if you get, let me check. Okay, so link finder, these are the links. There is some DCIM camera, like this is the path given in application. Okay, these are the path given in application. Okay, so we can check this path, and if you disclose more information, sometime we disclose some PIA data. Okay, so also it save the result in this file, okay, in the temp directory and apk leaks and some file name and .txt. Here it save the result. Okay, so this is how it works. Thank you guys. Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn about nuclei. So basically, what is nuclei? Nuclei is a scanner, web application scanner, or we can say we can use the network also, Android application also, and website also. So mostly bug bounty hunter use this tool to find the vulnerability, and let's see, today we will use this for the Android application. So how we can find the vulnerability in the Android application using this nuclei. So let's see how to install. So here we have nuclei. By using this Go we can install it, and but nuclei requires Go 1.20 to install successfully. Okay, so first of all we have to install the Golang. Then after that we can just copy paste this in your terminal and it will get installed. So I already installed it, so I'll show you how to use this nuclei. So after that we have to install, or we have to download this mobile nuclei template. Okay, it's a template based, so we have to download this mobile nuclei template. Okay, so let's see how we can use it. I already downloaded both, so I'll use this for the Android application. So let's see how we can use uh, nuclei tool and hyphen target home Kali desktop, and application name, let's post this time whatsapp.apk. Okay, or any dummy website or diva application. Okay, diva application.apk. Okay, so after that template it's on home Kali mobile nuclei template, and after that here you can see it's for Android or keys, we can use as Android. Okay, that's it. Okay, so under this Android there are multiple templates. So suppose here if you click on Android, so here we have multiple templates, so we can use it one by one, or we can use as only Android and it will use one by one this are the template. Okay, so now it will take some time to find the keys or secrets or any vulnerability in the application. Okay, so it did not found any vulnerability in this application. Okay, no result found. So let's use any other application. Again nuclei hyphen target home Kali. Let's give the path of this application, and this time let's use the whatsapp.apk and template home Kali mobile template and Android. Okay, so it will again, I think it will take some time, and let's use one by one. nuclei hyphen target home curly desktop WhatsApp, then home curly mobile nuclei template Android, and let's check any web view or adb enable or not. Let's choose any template. Okay, let's use the certificate validation. Okay, hit enter. Okay, again it will take some time to check is it vulnerable or not. So successfully updated, nuclei template is updated. Okay, so this is how you can use one by one nuclei template, or you can use complete Android folder, and automatic it will choose all the Android template to find the vulnerability. So it find one vulnerability, DNS SaaS service detection. Okay, this is the info level vulnerability. So I think this is very info level, so we cannot report this, but this is how it works, this is how this template works. So this is how we can use this application, or we can use this nuclei tool or scanner to find the vulnerability in any application. Okay, so let's try once any other. This time let's try complete all the templates. Okay, so there is no any vulnerability in this application, so we find only this DNS as service detection, and this is related to DNS, and it's an info level vulnerability. Okay, but these are the normal, I'm using the application, so you can use your application that you are testing, and you may get some sensitive information, and you can check the nuclei template, you can update this template to the latest. My nuclei version is like outdated, so I have to update it. Okay, but this is how we can use the nuclei scanner and to find the vulnerability in the application. Okay, same as we can use the website also for the web application scanning and the network. Okay, thank you. Hello everyone, in this video we will learn about MobSF. So MobSF is a mobile security framework. Okay, it's a framework where we can scan our application, and like we can say it's a automated tool where we can scan our APK, and we can analyze the static and dynamic code, and then we can import a result in a like a PDF format or any other format. Okay, so let's see. This is a MobSF. Okay. It's a mobile application security. Is an automated all-in-one mobile application for Android, iOS, Windows, and penetration testing, malware analysis, security assessment framework, performing capable of performing static and dynamic analysis. Okay, for static and dynamic analysis. Okay, so let's see how we can install. So this is the requirement, and the Java OpenJDK should be there, Python 3.8 is required, and Git is required. Okay, so just by using this you can install the Python 3. Okay, and some requirements, dependencies. Now let's install from GitHub. You can install in Windows, Mac, and Linux, but here I'll show you in how to install in um, Linux operating system. So here this is the command git clone, so just you can copy paste. I already installed git clone, so I already installed it. I will not install it again because it will give me error now. Okay, so go to that file, cd mobile security framework directory, and after that setup, we have to run this to install the requirements, ls. So this is the file setup.sh. I already installed everything, and after that just we need to run this file. So for that /run.sh. Okay,
So here it is giving us this URL in the second line. Okay, just open it, right click, open link. Okay, till that you can check it how we can install in the Windows. So same as, just first of all we have to by using this git we have to install this git clone, then cd to go into this directory, then after that set up that bat file. Okay, then again it will give us this, sorry, this is for Linux, so this is for Windows Linux. This is how we can install. Okay. Wait for a few seconds to open this framework. Yeah, now here we can upload the application. Click on upload, and here we have a diva application, vulnerable application. Just click on open. Now it will take some time. Okay, it can take a 5 minute, 10 minute, or sometime 2-3 minutes to analyze this application. Okay, then after that it gives us the result. Then we can analyze the like a dynamic, sorry, a static code of the application. Okay. Okay, so scan is completed. Now we can analyze the result. So first of all, this is the hash information, file information of the APK, app information, like this is the name of the package, name of the application, then main activity, minimum SDK, and this is the MD5 hash, SHA1 hash, and SHA256 hash, and size of the application, and left side this is the logo of the application. Okay, so now okay, so let's analyze it. So here we have a decompiled code. We can view the Android manifest file, source code we can view, or we can download the Java code or Smiley code, or if we want we can download the APK. Okay, here are the scan option if we want to rescan or manage suppression or dynamic analysis, start dynamic analysis. Okay, so we will do it later. First of all, let's scan this. This is the signature information. So here you can see version 1 true. Okay, version 1 true, version 2 signature is false, version 3 signature is false. So if the application is using signature version 1, then it's a vulnerable to Janus exploit or Janus CVE. Okay, so this application is vulnerable to Janus CVE. Okay, we can exploit this vulnerability because it is using only version 1. Okay, so now next, so here we have a external storage, write external storage. Write external storage is also a dangerous permission. So like sometime it's depend on the application, so you have to consult with the developer, and if it's required, really required, or business requirement of the application, then we cannot give it as a vulnerability, but otherwise if we are not aware about it, and we can give as a vulnerability. So next we have here, okay, so these are the Java files. Okay, so if we want to read, we can open one by one and we can read, but here just we will get the red alert. Here you can see hi, application signed with debug certificate. Okay, so this is the vulnerability, application signed with the debug certificate. Production application must not be shipped with a debug certificate. Okay, because this is a production application, and the production application should not be shipped with a debug certificate. Okay, so this is the vulnerability. Android vulnerable to Janus exploit, as we already discussed. So the application is using the signature version 1, and it is a Janus vulnerability. Okay, so you can see here application is signed with version 1 signature schema, making it vulnerable to Janus vulnerability on Android 5 to 8. Okay, so if signed only with signature version 1 schema, application running on 5 to 7 signed with version 1 and 1 2 schema is also vulnerable. Okay, so means the, like if the application is using only signature version 1, then we can exploit it on the Android 5 to 8. Okay, version, Android version between 5 to 8. Okay, so if the application is using version 1 and both version 2 or 3, okay, then it's also vulnerable and if it's running on the Android version 5 to 7. Okay, so again, this is a debug enabled for app Android debuggable true. Okay, so we can read it in the Android manifest file. The debug is true. Okay, it should not true. So this is also vulnerability. Okay, so next there is only info or warning. Okay, so this is the library .so, like this shared object does not have a NX bit. Yeah, there are some vulnerabilities, so we can read it. If it's really exist, then we can give it as a vulnerability, otherwise it's a false positive. Okay, and on this session nothing. Storage credential. Okay, so this is how we check or we analyze the application. Okay, so let's, it's like the system is hang little bit. Now let's import this report in the PDF format. Click on this PDF report. Sorry, it is giving us error, cannot generate. Okay, let's print this. Okay, so actually the tool is not proper working, so it is giving us error. But if we reinstall it, or I think we need to troubleshoot again. But you can import, or you can generate a report as a PDF, and you can again analyze this code. Okay, so this is how we scan the application in the MobSF framework, and we can analyze the code. Okay, that's it. Hello guys, so thank you for watching this Android application security series. So hope you enjoyed this session, and before concluding this session, let's highlight the few topics that we learn in this series. So here we learn about the lab setup, like how to set up the labs like a Nox player, then Frida setup, APK tool setup, then objection setup, like Frida client and server setup. So we learn how to bypass the root detection, we learn how to bypass SSL pinning, we learn about the JDEX tool, then how to find the vulnerabilities by using the JDEX tool. Then we learn like a static pen testing, complete static pen testing we learn. And also we learn about the dynamic pen testing, and we learn some automated tools like a MobSF tool, Nuclei tool, APK leaks tool, different tools we learn in this session, in this series. So guys, if you have any question, or if you face any issue while setting up the lab, or any type of vulnerability while performing any type of vulnerability, if you face any type of question, please you can drop me on this mail ID. Okay, so you can drop your queries whatever you have while watching this series. Okay, so if you want to learn any type of course like Android pen testing, also we have the mobile application security. Also if you want to learn like a iOS pen testing, or in type of application network, or in type of course, then you can drop me a mail on this mail ID. Thank you again. Thank you guys.